like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 19, 44. And let's get that 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check back, check back. Check 26, check 26. Down, he's coming.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Watch twins. Check 3, check 3. Cover. 54. 44.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set, 19. 5. All day, every day. Anytime.
Now Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You got the card. You got tight right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got double tight. Double tight. You got three down, 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. No chance. 9 go.
Here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Defense wins championship.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Get it ready.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Look at me. Zipper. For who? 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
3 down, 3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Now a first down throw. Watson trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Past the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the pass. Hey, high 7. Get it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's got his tight end on Jacksonville. First down on a pickup of 17.
Josh Oliver. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
With the score, Texans 10, Jaguars 7.
50, plant. Hey, 61, matchbox, white. Bang, bang, bang.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw it. Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
Check like 39. Check like 39. You got nothing to work. You got nothing. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Check like 39. Check like 39. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check 5.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go, D.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. He gets away from one, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And the Jaguar first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
65. Hey, 59. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 12-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there, Lou.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On the set. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Hey, here go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Motion. Mike 41. You got to wedge that. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike. Hey, Zoo. Mike 41. Mike 41. Watch the slant. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 10. Rock it. 5.
Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
2 The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I'm coming out the
Throwing again is Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Hey.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
47 Mike, 47. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 31.
The final shot before the break. Watson. It's complete. Stills. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
18 Gator. Check by 21. Hey, let's get some penetration here. No. Hey, exit. Hey, check by 21. Mike 21. Check by 2.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Five. Check right 39. Check right 39. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Here's Minshew. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Sit.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. A little flat. Hey, orbit. Hey. Motion. Hurry, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Go. Ready?
Here's Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll run for it with Fournette, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it? Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Alert! Mike Spoke. I'm coming! 54! I'm coming!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 5 now. Minshew, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just 1 big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. In your face. 55.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back now in Houston, it's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Fournette. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A quick throw finding Lee out wide. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yep. Hey, box truck, box truck.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he finds Stills. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
40 worth the mic, 40 worth the mic. Check 41. I got you. 41 mic, 41 mic. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Watson stepping up. He'll try and run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Watson sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for O.J. Howard. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. All day, baby, all day. 44.
Back to throw. He fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. Get his hands down. He's coming. Up. 27, Mike. 27. Line him up.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight. And they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jags, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire